Today, from Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis, it's Week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to Week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Minnesota Vikings and the Indianapolis Colts. Johnson now returning. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
First carry now for Dalvin Cook. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. DeForest Buckner using that size to force his way in there and make the stop behind the line. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Cousins now under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Give the sack to Kamoko Toure.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. Cousins to throw it. And he's going to go down again. Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Here's Britton Colquitt now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And here's Rodgers on the return. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their quarterback in his 5th season now, the former number 2 overall pick, Carson Wentz.
Not only does he look the part, he plays it as well. Tall, prototypical-looking pocket passer with better athletic ability than what people think. Gets outside of the pocket and makes big plays downfield.
Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. A huge play that time for the Colts. 43 yards from the 10, 1st and goal. Working from the gun, Wentz. And that'll be incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. But it'll be 2nd and goal.
Incomplete. Leads to 2nd and goal.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions quote-unquote go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10.
First down.
I love the durability of Kyle Rudolph. He hasn't missed a game for the Vikings since 2014. Always on the field, always contributing. They keep calling him a dependable target. He can be that and more. And remember, in the overtime win against New Orleans in the playoffs last year, who caught the game-winning touchdown? That guy right there, Kyle Rudolph.
The numbers a week ago for Cook. 13 carries, 71 yards.
And that explosive run right there reminds me that last week ran the ball really well, so they're continuing to do what they did in the previous game. Run the ball and run it successfully. Expect that to continue throughout this one.
A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
A gain of a yard. And the Vikings first down.
Cousins gives way to Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
40-yard line.
Now Cook. Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes.
Cousins sacked.
And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of protocol.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center.
Return team.
Don't do us like that.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now Wentz. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
10 at the 31-yard line.
Shotgun now for Wentz. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. To throw, it's Wentz. That's complete to Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Out of bounds.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are going to take a first quarter lead. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
First and 10. At their own 20.
Kirk Cousins and the Vikings offense back on the field. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
On second and very short, Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Call it a 1 yard gain on the play. And it'll move the chains. So here's a first and 10 at the 38. Cook. He's got the first down and more past midfield. The 20, 10, touchdown, Vikings.
On the carry.
Dalvin Cook, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
25-yard line.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
This play is under review.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
Wentz now on first down. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Colts. First and goal at the 4-yard line.
They'll run here with Taylor. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, second and goal.
A pickup of 2. Brings up second and goal.
Again, it'll be Taylor. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Dalvin Cook taking the field for the Vikings' next possession. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat. Make sure he touches it a few times. But as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up? They run again on first down. Cook. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Looking to throw on second down. Cousins, it quickly to Thielen here. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there. Cousins to Thielen. 44 yards. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll run with Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. They try again with Cook. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And the Colts pick it up.
The pass. A fumble on the play.
A bad 3rd down mistake there.
Points were already on the board in their mind. And that's the worst part about it, right? Because it's just like in golf. Never count it in the cup until it rolls in there. Otherwise, you can really get messed up with your scores. In this case, you know they thought, hey, at least 3, maybe even a chance to get 6. It's a little bit demoralizing going off the field now that you've turned it over and you come up empty.
Yeah, if he holds on to that, at least the field goal on 4th down. Now they lose it. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wentz. Campbell making the catch. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A gain there of 21 yards. So a big pickup that time. And Charles, defending AFC Player of the Week, maybe bucking towards another award this week.
Yeah, they say they don't really care about the individual awards. You and I both know
they do.
It means a lot to them. It means respect around the league. And if he's able to show those kind of hands all game long, he can win a 2nd one.
From midfield, here's Wentz. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wentz, he'll get that one to Taylor complete. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8.
Makes it 3rd and 6.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. Got an open man, that's Campbell. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 29.
So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
His throw caught at about the 5. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Colts add on to their lead. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions, and they're a PAT from going up 21-7.
Yeah, very impressive the way that they've moved the football. Full command of their playbook, full command of the way they wanted to attack.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Taken in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard.
You see Dalvin Cook and the offense heading back out. Now he's having himself a little bit of a banner game. His team right now, though, losing.
Needs a little bit of help. And I kind of equate it to a basketball game where you have the big score. And sometimes your strategy is, okay, he can go ahead and have all of his points. Let's hold down everyone else, and that's the way you win the game. And right now, he needs everyone else to start scoring, quote-unquote, as he's been.
Yeah, and he's hoping to keep it close so maybe they can keep it on the ground, not start to go through the air as much. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. That'll be complete to Cook. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Cousins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
On 2nd down, Cousins again. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 yards there, 1st down.
I don't care how you look at it, how you cut it, how you parse it. Adam Thielen continues to be an absolute marvel, coming from where he did, Division III football, to being one of the top receivers in the NFL. But it's going to be vital for the Vikings in 2020 to keep number 19 on the field, especially since he lost his old running mate Stephon Diggs to the Buffalo Bills. And a hamstring injury last year really held his numbers in check. His lowest receiving yardage since 2015. Look for another breakout from Adam Thielen after plays like that.
1st down, here's Cousins. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially.
So the challenge comes in inside of 2 minutes, and it gets overturned.
And it changes the whole format of what's about to happen because both sides had the...
They'll be hit and taken down at the 21. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Bailey's kick is good, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11.
21. Vikings.
So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. A final shot before half for Wentz. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. Rodgers on the return. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own.
So here are the Colts to take over. They got the victory last week. That was against Jacksonville, and they lead this one as well right now out in front here. They've got it 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Wentz. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. He continues to deliver a 1st down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5.
The 35-yard line.
Now Wentz. Catch made here by Campbell. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
At the 39.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell with his third touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Colts are able to grow their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. And trouble there on the kickoff as that goes out of bounds.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Automatic first down.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. Working out of the gun, Cousins. That is caught. It's Tajay Sharp. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. From the gun, here's Cousins. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Cousins to throw it. Incomplete. Right side to Cook. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Cousins again. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Corey Willis in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
A reminder, still some good games coming up here in Week 2 of the NFL. Later tonight, a rematch from that Super Bowl a few years back. New England visits Seattle up in the Northwest. And then on Monday night, we'll be there. The first regular season NFL game ever played in the state of Nevada. The New Orleans Saints and the Las Vegas Raiders from Allegiant Stadium. That should be something. 25 yards that time.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Taylor. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Anthony Harris on the tackle. 3rd quarter here in Indy. This is 2nd and 10.
And 10 at the 37-yard line.
Quick throw here to Hilton. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Reception there by T.Y. Hilton, and he absolutely terrifies defenses when he gets downfield. Speed, shiftiness, excellent hands. 5 1,000-yard seasons in his career.
That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45.
4 yards.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
They do go for it. It's Wentz. They'll roll him out right. And he's got his man Hilton. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Hey, nothing to see here. Just your standard fourth down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going. On play action, it's Wentz. That's going to be caught. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Harris Campbell, 26 yards. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Dalvin Cook taking the field for the Vikings' next possession. And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first half. But let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on our side of the ball. They went in at halftime, made a few adjustments. And you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in how...
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting. And even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. And let's check on the call.
Offense.
Can't do that.
So they were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Trey Burton, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Colts use the short field to their advantage as they can.
Rodrigo Blankenship for the extra point.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts.
Makes the score.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
There's a nice pickup right there. And after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
A run there with Cook on first down, but it won't net him much, maybe a yard. Second down coming up.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. 58, right over there.
Cousins. Quickly to Thielen here. 30, 20, 10, 5. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there. Cousins to Thielen. 59 yards. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll run for it with Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
On 2nd and goal, Cook waiting in the backfield all alone.
Just like that. 58, Mike. 58. 58, Mike.
Cousins. This is caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. From 4 yards out. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit.
For the point after.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. And he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
42.
Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that will cut this lead down to 25. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the 4th quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open. All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
From the gun, it's Wentz. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
He's got Burton here. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
39-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wentz looking deep for Hilton. On Wentz is intercepted yet again. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
On the pickup, brings up 2nd and 2 at the 19-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Minnesota.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Tried to go back again to Adam Thielen, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Again, it's Cousins. This one brought in by Jefferson. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They'll throw again. Cousins. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. To the air again, it's Cousins. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Now here's a throw that's taken in by Tajay Sharp. Touchdown, Vikings!
Complete to
Tajay Sharp, 54 yards. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
And he went all the way into the end zone. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he's going to be stopped just short of the 1st down marker at the Vikings 33. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 1.
On 3rd down, it's Taylor. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
That's good.
5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to be stopped just short of the 1st down marker at the Vikings 20-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. They'll run for it. It's Taylor. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Back to Taylor on first down. He will push his way down to about the 14. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now Taylor. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Now Wentz. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you...
And he's got his man. It's hidden for the Colts touchdown. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Colts add on to their lead. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Minnesota now ready for their next possession. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one.
Cousins pass.
7 yards, the pickup there.
Jefferson.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Cousins, complete. Jefferson the target. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Vikings first down.
Now Cousins. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Incomplete.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. On 2nd down, Cousins again, setting up the screen for Cook. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. One last shot now for Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
Today's final
A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Colts, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the New York Jets come to town. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Tennessee